Hello, friends. Welcome to a short presentation about how unlocking the secrets to our brain health plays such a critical role in our ability to live a long and fulfilling life. The thing is, many of these ideas aren't really secrets, but the great news is there is exciting science and research backing up the importance of being intentional about our brain health. Today, I'll primarily be drawing upon the research and book titled The Women's Brain Book by Dr. Sarah McKay, a leading expert in brain health and longevity. Since it is summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and there are all sorts of reminders of gardening and new growth, I'd like to explore the concept of nurturing your amazing brain by using the metaphor of a garden. Metaphors are a great way for us to sidestep our tendency to overthink and get stuck in the analytical parts of our brains. Metaphors take what we know and apply creative thinking in a way that takes us out of the right versus wrong judgments, particularly the ones we apply to our body, mind, and our oh so precious hearts and beautiful spirits. Let's dig in. Just like the garden requires tilling and some soil analysis, our brains require time to be introspective and time to really dig into our thoughts and their resulting emotions. When we take time to check in with our thoughts, we, one, become more aware of what we're actually thinking, and two, can decide if we need to nurture or prune those thoughts. Examples of nurturing thoughts would be when we look at failures and can find the lessons for growth. Thoughts that need pruning might be limiting beliefs like, I always mess up, or I'm not enough. These are examples of growth and fixed mindsets, as described in the research by Dr. Carol Dweck, a pioneering researcher at Stanford University. In her book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, she emphasizes the importance of being intentional about what thoughts and actions we plant in our lives. Using our garden metaphor, we can extend this to being intentional about how we nurture the important areas of our lives. You know, all those ideas and dreams you have for creating a beautiful and fulfilling life. The thing is, we also need awareness and the skill of weeding out those thoughts that are holding us back. I invite you to take a deep breath. Clear your thoughts of whatever might be racing around. Some seeds, maybe a few weeds. And let's look at how we can take a seasonal journey using our brains to sow seeds for a rich, fulfilling, and long life. There are 4 areas we need to pay attention to: our mind, body, social emotional relationships, and the one area often neglected or minimized, that is the spirit. All 4 areas have a connection to our brains, and all 4 areas impact our ability to live long and fulfilling lives. Think of these 4 areas as individual seeds. Each seed is an idea we have for the lifestyle and outcomes we want for our lives. Let's start with the easiest area to identify with, the body. We even talk about grounding our bodies in our present moment, feeling our feet on the ground, experiencing the 5 senses in our environment. Imagine your brain as a fertile garden bed, ready for planting. Dr. McKay's research shows that taking care of our physical health is crucial for brain health and longevity. Let's sow the seed of the body. By nurturing our physical well-being through regular exercise, a nourishing diet, and sufficient sleep, we provide a strong foundation for our brain garden to flourish. Research has shown that exercise promotes the growth of new neurons and improves memory and cognitive abilities, while a balanced diet supplies essential nutrients for optimal brain function. The seed of body health holds tremendous importance in nurturing an extraordinary brain. By developing healthy habits, such as engaging in regular exercise, eating nutritious meals, and prioritizing quality sleep, we provide our brain with the optimal environment to thrive. These habits not only improve physical well-being, but also enhance brain function, memory, and cognitive abilities. The next seed we'll sow is the seed of the mind. Based on Dr. McKay's research, our brains thrive on mental stimulation and lifelong learning. By engaging in activities such as reading, puzzles, and brain exercises, we cultivate a garden of intellectual growth and cognitive resilience. Dr. McKay's research suggests that challenging our minds keeps our brain connections strong and enhances our ability to adapt and learn. Just like tending to a garden, we must give our minds the attention they deserve to unlock the full potential of neuroplasticity. Our mental habits have a profound impact on our brain's potential. By nurturing habits that promote intellectual growth and mental stimulation, we can unlock the extraordinary capabilities of our minds. Approaching life from the habit of lifelong learning encourages neuroplasticity, strengthens neural connections, and enhances cognitive abilities. Through the power of intentional mental habits, our brain garden will flourish with wisdom and creativity. Our third seed involves our ideas about relationships. This includes the social and emotional aspects of our relationships with our family, friends, colleagues, and our collective humanity. Dr. McKay's research reminds us the significance of relationships for brain health and longevity. The seeds we plant in our relationships have a significant influence on our brain's well-being. Positive relationship habits fosters emotional resilience and strengthens our brain's social networks. Drawing upon the work of Dr. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher on shame and belonging, when we cultivate habits of active listening, empathy, and regular quality time with loved ones, we deepen our connections and promote emotional well-being. By intentionally nurturing healthy relationship habits, we set ourselves up for the blooms of joy, love, connection, and emotional resilience. That brings us to our fourth seed, spirituality. The last seed we will plant in our garden is one Dr. McKay's book touches on through the concepts of purpose and fulfillment. There's a connection between knowing our core values and beliefs and our mental health. Spirituality can be found in various forms, such as mindfulness, meditation, or embracing personal beliefs and values. Dr. McKay's research suggests that incorporating spirituality reduces stress and enhances emotional well-being. By sowing seeds of reflection, inner peace, and connection to something greater than ourselves, we create a haven within our brain garden, nurturing a sense of purpose and fulfillment. By nurturing spiritual habits, we create a sanctuary within our brain garden, a space for profound connection and sense of purpose. So, after planting these four seeds for a rich and fulfilling life, we must commit to nurturing them. In a garden, that means fertilizing, watering, and weeding. In our lives, that means building on our growth mindset habits and removing the obstacles that prevent our lives from flourishing and blooming. Those weeds look like overcommitting, overthinking, and yes, even the relentless drive for overachieving. Each brings with it a cost and robs something from the seeds you've so carefully planted and nurtured. But if we can make time each day to recenter ourselves on our core values and remind ourselves what is most important in those four areas of our lives, body, mind, heart, and spirit, we will find ourselves in a season of harvest. Like an actual garden, as the seasons change, a new stage of life unfolds. Blooms and fruit appear. Similarly, as our brain garden matures and the seeds grow into their intended purpose, we begin to harvest the fruits of our intentional planting, habits, skills, and a deep sense of well-being. After the harvest, it's also important to recognize that just as the garden needs time to rest and replenish, we must recognize the importance of rest in our lives. Dr. McKay's research shows that rest, specifically sleep, allows our brains to consolidate memories, recharge, and repair. By honoring the need for rest, we ensure the longevity and sustainability of our brain garden. Just as the garden experiences the seasons and the cycles of growth, our lives seek a similar pattern. It's critical you remember that you are the gardener of your brain's garden. I encourage you to choose your seeds wisely, tend to them with care, and be mindful of not overplanting. Cultivate a brain garden that brings forth not only brain health and longevity, but also a rich and fulfilling life for each season. Sow the seeds of consistent exercise, mental stimulation, healthy relationships, and spiritual practices. Celebrate as you harvest the fruits of your intentional planting. Then, as these habits take root and flourish, your brain garden will thrive and bear the fruits of an extraordinary life.